There are some places around the world where people have died or gone missing under mysterious circumstances. And there are other places where paranormal activity has been reported so frequently that the locations have become infamous. Whether it's haunted houses, forests, or islands, these are 10 haunted places nobody is talking about. Number 10, the Aokigahara Forest in Japan. The Aokigahara Forest at the base of Mount Fuji is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country. It's a beautiful place to take in the scenery and go hiking, but it's also known as the Suicide Forest because many people have taken their own lives here. There are a number of reasons for this, including the fact that it is a very secluded area and there are no witnesses to what happens here. Some people believe that the forest itself is cursed. There have been over 100 missing persons cases in this forest, with only a small fraction of those being recovered. No, 9. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky, SUS-E. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium was once a state-of-the-art facility for treating tuberculosis, but it quickly became overcrowded and understaffed. Conditions were so bad that patients were left to die without food or water. And it's said that the spirits of those who died here still linger. There have been reports of shadowy figures, disembodied voices, and even full-bodied apparitions seen on the grounds. One particularly gruesome story tells of a little girl who died in the sanatorium in the 1920s. Her body was embalmed and then left in a trunk until her family could come and collect it. However, when they arrived, she had reanimated and scratched them all up. Needless to say, she was cremated immediately afterwards. Number 8, the Tower of London. The Tower of London is one of the most iconic landmarks in England, but it's also one of the most haunted. The tower was built in 1066 and has seen its fair share of violence over the centuries. It was used as a prison, a fortress, and even a zoo. And it's said that the spirits of those who died here still remain. One of the most famous ghosts is that of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. She was executed in the tower in 1536, and her ghost is said to appear every year on the anniversary of her death. Other apparitions include a headless drummer and a blue boy who is said to roam the grounds at night. Number 7, the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, USA. The Eastern State Penitentiary was once one of the most brutal prisons in the United States. Prisoners were kept in solitary confinement and subjected to harsh punishments. And it's said that the prison was so inhumane that it drove some prisoners insane. There have been reports of strange noises and footsteps, as well as apparitions of prisoners who died here. One inmate even broke out of his cell, only to be found hanging from a tree outside the prison walls. No, 6. The Catacombs of Paris. The Catacombs of Paris are an underground tunneling maze system where over 6 million people have died. It was originally a quarry, but in the 18th century, it became a burial ground for the poor. Over time, the bones of the dead began to pile up, and the catacombs became overcrowded. In 1804, the French government declared the catacombs a public health hazard and closed them down. But it's said that the spirits of those buried here still remain. Visitors have reported hearing screams, whispers, and even seeing apparitions of the dead. No. 5. The Three-Way Inn in New York, USA. The Three-Way Inn is a historic inn that dates back to the 1700s. It's said that the inn is haunted by the ghost of a young woman who died here in the early 1900s. Her name was Mary, and she was the daughter of the inn's owner. She fell in love with a man named Thomas, but their families disapproved of the relationship. On the night of her wedding to Thomas, Mary's family locked her in her room to force her to marry the man they had chosen for her. She died of a broken heart, and now her ghost is said to haunt the inn. Guests have reported hearing footsteps, seeing apparitions, and even feeling a cold spot in the room where she died. Number 4, Poveglia Island in Italy. Poveglia Island is located in the Venetian Lagoon in Italy. It was once home to a mental hospital and a plague quarantine zone. It's said that the island is so haunted that it's been abandoned for years. Reports say that mass graves containing thousands of bodies are scattered across the island, and those who have visited have experienced strange symptoms such as vomiting and bleeding. Some have even claimed to have seen the ghosts of former patients wandering the grounds. No. 3. The Ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire, England. The Ancient Ram Inn is a historic inn that dates back to the 1140s. It's said that the inn is haunted by a number of ghosts, including that of a young girl who died here in the 1800s. Her name was Ruth, and she's said to appear in photographs taken at the inn. Other ghosts include a former landlord who died in a fire and a monk who's said to walk the grounds at night. No. 2. The Stanley Hotel in Colorado, USA. The Stanley Hotel is a historic hotel that was built in 1909. It is said that the hotel is haunted by the ghost of a young girl who died here in the early 1900s. Her name was Helen, and she's said to appear in photographs taken at the hotel. Other ghosts include the former owner who died in a car accident and a maintenance worker who was killed by a guest. No. 1. The Amityville Horror House in New York, USA. The Amityville Horror House is one of the most famous haunted houses in the world. In 1975, 6 members of the DeFeo family were shot and killed in the house. Since then, there have been numerous reports of paranormal activity here, including footsteps, disembodied voices, and even apparitions of the victims. So if you're anywhere near here, stay away. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.